I'm using ChatGPT to help me build my $1 million brand on Amazon. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what I'm doing, how I'm using ChatGPT. And this is after 7 years of selling products on Amazon, tons of different products, trying a lot of different strategies. And I'm going to show you exactly what the step-by-step method is. AI has absolutely changed the game. Most people, they don't know how to use it, or they're simply just afraid. It's just overwhelming. We hear all about ChatGPT, we hear all about AI, but when it comes to using AI for online business, combining the wonders of ChatGPT with Amazon FBA e-commerce, honestly, it is super powerful. It is amazing. And I'm going to be referencing the most recent product that I've been working on launching right now, which I am sure is going to be the next $1 million brand that I own on Amazon. We're going to start on Amazon. We're going to expand to our own site. I'm not sure if we're going to use Shopify yet or not. I have kind of a strategy in my head, but I'm going to break everything down for you right now. You can copy all of these steps so that you too can be the potential next Amazon millionaire, or simply just to have a respectable business making a respectable income on Amazon. Before we begin, I want to break down the best strategy for selling on Amazon FBA right now, and I call it the high profit brand method. It's the method that I created after basically selling for 7 years and after observing what has worked and what doesn't really work anymore. And I can tell you what doesn't really work anymore is just copying and pasting product off of Alibaba. If you've been wanting to make serious passive income, you've been wanting to actually start a successful online business that allows you to actually reach freedom, then you can't really do that with copying and pasting products off of Alibaba. A lot of people think that Amazon FBA is way too oversaturated now. They think that there's no money in it anymore. But to be honest with you, it is because people are following outdated strategies, specifically the Alibaba copy-paste method. For example, in the high profit brand method, I only sell products that are going to get me a profit margin of 40% or 50% or above. I do not focus my time on selling products that are going to net me a margin of 20% or 10% or even 30%. Reason being is that to make $10,000 a month in sales with any product, obviously, if you have a higher profit margin, you have to sell a lot less units to make the same amount of money, right? On Amazon, let's say if you have a 50% margin, which absolutely is possible. If anybody out there says it's not possible, I've done it. I'm about to do it with this product. It is possible. There's just a specific way of doing it. So don't listen to those people. I'm always here bringing you the truth about online business, the truth about e-commerce, and how to actually achieve freedom for real without all of the noise. And so on Amazon, to reach that $10,000 a month in profit, if you have a 50% margin, that means that you only need to do $20,000 in sales. I'm saying only because it's better than having to do $30,000 or $40,000 in sales to make the same amount, $10K in profit. And so the question is, well, Dan, how do I achieve that 40 or 50% profit margin? And so we do that by finding holes in the market for specific products where we can combine branding improvement with improving specific points about the product to just serve the market better and cater to their needs better. And we don't have to go and invent a whole new product or anything else like that. We just have to make what exists currently better. So let's get started. And I'm going to break everything down for you here. Now, I'm not going to reveal my product to you because that would invite competition. And on Amazon, it's a taboo thing to reveal products, right? People keep them secret because they don't want to invite competition. But I'm going to reveal as much as I can for you with real numbers. These are not made up. Myself, I wouldn't be in the Amazon space if I thought that it was not a good business model anymore. To be honest with you, I've tried many business models. I've made millions of dollars with many business models. And so even if I was starting fresh today, I would do Amazon. I would just follow the high profit brand method specifically. So here are the steps that we're going to go through. Step 1 is going to be our product research. So we have to find the right product. And I'm going to dive into how to actually do that, how to find the perfect product for you to launch, and how to actually use AI to help you with that. Step 2 is going to be market research. So there's a difference between product research and market research. Market research is actually figuring out the holes in the market for that particular product, meaning what problems exist in this product right now. This product is making money. How do we improve this product by solving negative feedback points? So that involves reading the negative reviews for the product, going to the target market, running surveys. So there's a specific methodology here that I use. So that's market research. Step number 3 is improvement. So we're actually going to use ChatGPT to generate concept ideas for product improvement for us. And that's where we can actually go to a product designer with these concept images and have them bring this to life. Step number 4 is going to be our supplier search. search, and we can even use AI for that to help us in terms of figuring out where to source it from and reasonable prices. So that's great. Step number 5 is going to be branding and logo design. So AI actually has created us a beautiful logo and concept image for our product. And I'm going to be using examples to show you exactly what I'm typing into GPT for all that. The next step is listing design. So very easily, GPT can create a beautiful high converting listing for you. That's not even hard for GPT. We can even use GPT for trademark and patent search to make sure that the product that we want to launch is not patented and carries no active trademarks. And then finally, for our launch strategy. So we'll start with step 1. Let's get to it. If you have a notebook, take some notes, because honestly, this is going to be a very valuable video. And this is the method that actually is going to set a lot of people free. All right, so now I'm on my computer and I'm going to show you every single step of this process live, how I'm launching my next $1 million product. So for this, I'm actually using the Amazon FBA Top ChatGPT prompts document, which is available for free in a link down below. You can just download that. So you can, it has all these copy pastable prompts that you can just put into ChatGPT, and they're going to help you with every single step of this exact strategy that I'm showing you. So step 1 is going to be to copy and paste this first prompt. Okay. So it says, I'm starting an Amazon FBA private label business and brand. Can you suggest me 10 products that are unique, have a wow factor, can be branded, and can be sold for more than $50? And the can be sold for more than $50 is very, very key, because we don't want to even waste our time with products that cannot be sold for over that, because higher prices mean higher profit margins. So I'm just going to copy and paste that in here. We're looking for interesting niches, right? So for my actual product, I dug through ChatGPT, and then I didn't actually use an idea that it gave me on the first prompt. I just went down the rabbit hole of Amazon, and then I combined recent products that I saw in those spaces, and that's what got me my idea. But in this case, you're not going to get a good product just from the first search. The key is iteration, like I show here. The key with ChatGPT is iteration. So you want to put that in as a starting prompt, and you keep feeding it back feedback until you train your GPT to be dependable with great results. Because how ChatGPT works, a fundamental basis of AI is machine learning. So you're teaching your ChatGPT how to be better for you, right? So eventually you can teach it to be just an Amazon god, right? Or anything you want. I even use GPT for like my YouTube videos, for descriptions, even for scripting and things like that. And, it wasn't good at the beginning. I taught GPT to be good over time. It doesn't take that long, that much time or anything, just a few hours, maybe an hour or two. So anyway, we're not going to be using one of these here, right? Because these are just, pretty generic. So edit the price point down to above 30, 40. That's fine. Keeping in mind that the product that I want to sell is going to be sold for above $50 with product and branding improvement. Consider all niches. Let's see. Luxury memory foam travel pillow with cooling gel, stainless steel water bottle with digital temperature display. That sounds cool. All right. So really the key in this prompt is can you suggest me 10 products that are unique, have a wow factor, and can be branded? That's really key here, because the best products on Amazon and the products that I've made the most money with have a wow factor, are unique, and have a little bit of a weird factor as well. You don't want to sell something that's too weird, like nothing like, drug paraphernalia or adult products, because those just generally do bad on Amazon. But products that are just a little bit weird actually do very well. So let's see. So I don't honestly see anything good here. So give me another 10. Smart water bottle with hydration reminder. That's really cool. Let's see if that exists. So we're going to go to Amazon. And what we're going to do here is we're going to be using a product research tool. So the two best tools to help you with building your Amazon business are Jungle Scout and Helium 10. This is Helium 10. Now, they're both pretty similar. They just have a different interface. I have mostly used Jungle Scout, although honestly, I've heard a lot of success from people using Helium 10, and I think that Helium 10 is also great. So there's going to be links for both down below. You can check those out, and they're both branded pages. So they're both affiliate pages of mine where there's a discount. So if you do, for the Jungle Scout plans, if you pay annually, or if you go for the higher level plans, you do get a discount. And Helium 10 has its own discount as well. The reason why we want to use a product research tool is because we want to know how much money products are making on Amazon. Without that, it is impossible to launch our Amazon business, because we just don't know. We're going in the blind, basically, right? So in the past, when people did eBay businesses way before I started, I don't know exactly what they did, but they did not have these tools. So they had their own methods of estimating how much money products were making. I think probably using like the rankings of different products on eBay. But this just makes our lives so much easier. And for a small fee, like, to start an Amazon business, it's going to cost you a few $1,000s anyway in inventory. There's really no way of starting an Amazon business with $500 or $1,000. It's going to cost you at least $2,000 US. For a sizable product order, you're like 200 units or 300 units or 500 units. So paying a small fee of $50 to $100 a month or whatever it's going to be, the cheapest is going to be like 30 or 40 for a good tool. It's very, very indispensable. So it's really a no-brainer. So don't even try to do this without a tool. I'm not just trying to sell you the tools. Honestly, I'm just saying doing Amazon without a tool is a complete waste of time. Okay. So I don't own Jungle Scout. I don't own Helium 10. They're just tools that successful Amazon sellers use. And that's why I'm recommending them, because I want you to have the best of the best. So on Amazon here, we're going to type in our product idea, which was the smart water bottle. So let's see, we're going to always type in the most general keywords for our product because we want to get a good idea for the market for the product. And now we're going to scroll through the products. We already have Jungle Scout populating the amount of revenue and everything for every single product. So we're going to pull up Jungle Scout here, and we're going to see how much money these products are making. So we can see here that it's giving us an opportunity score of 6. So this is a score from 1 through 10. Helium 10 has its own score as well. They're both very similar tools. They just have their own algorithms, but they come pretty close. And so this right here tells us how good of an opportunity it is. Now, I don't rely on this score because I've sold products that were a 3 or a 4 successfully. So it doesn't always mean everything. It doesn't mean you should launch products that are only like a 7 or 8 or above, because a lot of the time, products that are a 9 or an 8, they get competitive very, very quickly. And so we want to avoid that. And with this method that I'm showing you, you avoid that whole problem entirely. So we can see here, obviously, that there's plenty of reviews, there's plenty of revenue here, right? There's many, many listings making over $10,000 a month, and the reviews are not crazy high. So crazy high would be like a lot of listings with 5,000 or 7,000 reviews. If there's a few listings with over 1,000, and then most of the listings have under 1,000, that's a good sign. So let's see if there are any bottles with a hydration reminder. Okay, here we are. Here we go. So we have this bottle here, $35, and this one is it's not stainless steel, it's plastic, but it does have that reminder, that hydration reminder that GPT was talking about. So let's see how much it's making. Okay, so it's selling 6 units a day and they're making 4,000 a month. Okay, not bad. I mean, that's like a side hustle for people, right? So let's see which products are actually making the most money here. So we can see here that probably this one, the Hydrate Spark Pro, tracks water intake with Bluetooth. It's stainless steel, and it has an LED glow reminder when you need to drink. Okay, cool. So this one has the most reviews, but also is making the most amount of money, $35,000. Okay, so we have a potential product here, right? Now, I would never just go and copy this product and just sell the same thing. That used to work back in the day, years ago. It doesn't work anymore. You really need to differentiate yourself. And so that's where we're going to go back to our GPT prompt sheet, and I'm going to copy and paste this right here. Okay. So this prompt, you can also use the second prompt as well. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to remove the quotations. I'm thinking of selling the smart stainless steel water bottle with hydration reminder. We're going to press enter. So let's see what it gives us. So now we're getting GPT to generate a list of 10 ideas that would make it a lot better. And we combine this with reading negative reviews. So by reading the negative reviews on Amazon, it's amazing because Amazon has the most amount of data out of any company in the world on customers, because obviously it's where everybody buys products online. And here we can see what people don't like. So Amazon AI actually generates this kind of a summary of all the good and bad about the product. Customers like the water retention and light level of thermos. They mention it keeps the water cold and doesn't leak. Some are satisfied with the light. However, some customers feel the product is a little pricey and the battery life is poor. Opinions are mixed on functionality, water intake, syncing accuracy, and app functionality. So I personally avoid products with apps. I think apps are a giant waste of time because how many apps are you going to have on your phone? I think that's my personal opinion, although we would have to do our market research to really figure that out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to click on the 1-star reviews. We're going to click on the critical reviews here. And this is going to summarize all of the bad reviews for us here. So this was the worst bottle. I previously owned it. This was, okay, so you got to keep in mind this review was posted years ago. So 2021 is a long time ago. So, they might have updated the water bottle as well. you really want to prioritize recent reviews. All right, so right here we have a 2024 review. I got this bottle back in May of 2023. For about the first year, the bottle itself was great at tracking my water intake, but there was one major flaw. The puck at the bottom is not entirely secure. There's been a dozen times I've had to backtrack myself to find out because it would fall out. There's no locking piece to make sure the puck doesn't fall out. So I don't know what puck it's talking about. I think it's the LED light at the bottom. That's the big issue with these bottles. I think the other big issue is the charging aspect. The bottle is useless for tracking if the puck is charging. There could be some better wireless options available to place the bottle onto charge, but I don't believe that is going to come to this company anytime soon. So no lock on the puck, no wireless charging. Battery dies after 4 hours. Not worth the hype. People don't really like that they have to charge the bottle or charge the light. It's expensive, it's heavy. So let's see what GPT tells us. Temperature retention, enhanced installation to keep drinks cold up to 28 hours. Okay, voice activated reminders. No. Built-in electrolyte dispenser. No, because people can just pop that into the water themselves. So anyway, you want to look through the product improvement ideas that it gives you. And we're going to get into doing market research using surveys and things like that in a second here. But so far this seems to be a good product, but we really have to create a new product idea here to make sure that when we launch it, it sells well. So this Boost one, I think we just looked at it. So this Boost one here is making $25,000 a month, 251 reviews, selling about 10 units a day, $50. Right? So I don't know how much they're sourcing this for, but probably definitely under $10. So, I mean, at the same time, how much are we going to sell a water bottle for, right? We really want to figure out a way to make the product as expensive as possible while still making sure that it's a great value to people, right? Like I would pay $50 for a bottle that reminds me, when to drink, that's stainless steel, that looks great, right? That's sleek. I would do that, but the bottle would have to be really, really nice. And this is a pretty developed market. Now, some other ideas here, a detachable water filter, that would be pretty amazing, right? So if you combine the hydration, the detachable water filter, something that they can add to the, to their bottle if they want to make them feel like they're drinking clean water, no matter what, where they are, obviously for filtration. UVC, I don't see any bottles here with UVC, to be honest. And, again, you'd have to go into doing market research to figure out what would be better, just the built-in filter or UVC. If we look more closely at this bottle here, I'm not sure where the light is. I think that's the light there. I really like that idea. Obviously, we'd have to check for patents and stuff. So what a patent is it's a special license that's given to specific brands. They apply for it, where it makes it gives them an exclusive rights to sell that product, right? So this one here, it has this light that turns on, when you need to be drinking water. Now, again, I don't like the whole app thing. If we read the reviews, so they're saying not worth it. So it's a dialysis patient. They have to watch their fluid intake. It doesn't really track correctly. It says 15% accuracy. Yeah, so apparently it's just problematic. Going back to ChatGPT, the things that I would look at for this specific product would be to make sure that it is made from stainless steel, because people are going away from plastic. You always want to be in with the times, obviously with the trends. I would consider a filter, whether it's UVC or a built-in filter that they can just kind of put in or take out. And that's very easily, you can source that from either the same supplier or from another supplier, and you can bundle it. I would obviously make sure that it's leak proof. And I would insert that LED light. Now, I'd probably try to figure out if there was a way to just make it battery operated, because batteries are just nobody wants to charge anything, right? Or yeah, you can make it USB-C, but those are some things that I would look at. So now I'm going to go down to product development. So here, I'm going to actually copy this prompt here. And this is honestly one of my favorite parts of ChatGPT for Amazon FBA. You can actually have it create concept images for you. So I'm thinking of selling an improved version of the stainless steel water bottle with the LED hydration reminder. I'm thinking to make it a ring, unless you have better ideas. And then I'm also going to say, I was also thinking of inserting a UVC filtration option or a detachable filter. Please create me a concept photo of the perfect water bottle and explain what features you included to make it the best. So now it's going to use DALL-E. So DALL-E is a feature of ChatGPT to create me this concept photo. All right, here we are. So we got our concept image from ChatGPT. Now, I don't like the shape of this product. But let's see what it included. So it included an LED ring around the neck of the bottle that changes colors to remind you to stay hydrated. There's a UVC sterilization option near the top. There's a detachable water filter that's integrated into the lid, a wireless charging base. So people were saying that they wanted to be wireless charging and not necessarily a cable charge. A temperature display of the bottle, and a leak-proof lid, of course. That looks good. I really want to make it look super premium. So please try again. So again, the key with this is iteration and continuing to give it feedback until it actually creates something that is close to what you want to do. So no, I don't like this. And I'm not so sure. Sometimes it's weird. I'm not so sure about the floating ring at the top. I also think the bottle should be cylindrical. So let's see. All right, here we are. That's a little closer. So far, my favorite one is actually the top one. By cylindrical, I meant that the length or the width is uniform from top to bottom. All right, so I had ChatGPT generate a bunch of different concept ideas for me. And unfortunately with this bottle, it was having trouble understanding that I wanted the top part to be the same width as the rest. Usually ChatGPT can get pretty close to what you want, but even in this case, it's not a problem because I can just get something that is pretty close. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hire a product designer to actually, where I can like tell them, hey, I like these parts of this ChatGPT concept image, but I want it to, have the lid should be the same width as the rest of the bottle, and it should be cylindrical. And at that point, you're hiring the product designer to really create something final for you, not just not just like using ChatGPT's image. So the whole point is to have ChatGPT generate a concept image for you of something that is pretty close to what you want. And I was even thinking for this specific product, we could offer two variations, like a UVC filtration variation, and also just like an insertable filter that they can just put in or remove that. Obviously, we'd have to run all the costs, but I'm going to show you how to do that later. So for my product, this is not the product obviously that I'm launching. I'm just using this as an example for the video. For my product that I'm launching, I actually used ChatGPT to create a way better box design. So for the product that I'm launching, it's already very unique. And even though there are competitors on Amazon, it's really a rising trend, but nobody is branding it in the way that it should be branded. I found just doing my market research. So I basically had GPT just create a way better concept image for me using the improvements that I found using the exact method that I just showed you. And once you have your concept image, the best thing to do is actually go to your target market. So you really want to go and talk to as many people in your target market, your ideal customers that would actually buy this product as possible so that you get the right feedback from them. And you want them to look at the concept image that you have from GPT versus your top competitor's concept image. There's a great website that helps with this. It's called PickFu. I'm going to show you that right now, pickfu.com. And so PickFu allows you to actually create a survey where you can compare option A and option B. Option A, you put your ChatGPT concept image. Option B, you put in your competitors. And then you want to make sure that 80% of the votes, at least 80%, go to your product. If you don't get at least 80% of the votes, then obviously your target market is not interested. The only problem with PickFu is that you can't really target specific niches. So it's really just people shopping on all of Amazon that you can target. Maybe they're going to add in more specific detailed targeting later on. But for now, it's still good enough. And we've seen amazing results. So the next step now is going to be to get some supplier advice from GPT. And the very first thing that I always use GPT for to help with suppliers is getting a fair price. So I know you can just go to Alibaba, which is like the supplier website, to get a fair price, but I like actually asking GPT for what it thinks it's a fair price because technically GPT has all the knowledge of the internet. So I'm thinking of selling this water bottle with or made of stainless steel, insulated, with that LED ring and smart charging wirelessly. What would be the average fair price per unit for this product from China if purchased in bulk? So let's see what it says. Here we are. So basic stainless steel insulated water bottles without smart features typically range from $3 to $5 a unit. Adding smart features like an LED, a hydration reminder, wireless charging can bring it up from 8 to 15. Additional features like UVC could bring it up from 12 to 20. So it's saying $12 to $20 is likely how much it's going to be for 500 units in bulk. What about other countries? Where would be the best country to source this product from to sell in the US? Could be America too. So, a lot of Amazon sellers are actually moving away from China due to geopolitical reasons. And also the fact that I've just found that a lot of suppliers are overcharging for products in China. China's still fine, right? If you find the right supplier. And I have plenty of videos on this. However, for my most recent product, I decided not to source it from China because actually, for this product, it's very specialized and it comes from a specific place. Anyway, here it's saying China remains the best option in terms of advanced technology, cost efficiency, and customization. If you prioritize reducing lead times and logistics, Mexico could be a good option, but obviously you need to make sure they can handle the tech. How much would this be for Mexico in USD? So that's a great part about GPT. We can get all of the data that we want. So here we are from Mexico. It's about the same price. However, shipping would be a lot cheaper. And the way to find suppliers that are not in China is just using Google. You would just go on Google and you would type in stainless steel, smart water bottle, private label, Mexico, for example. That's how you would find a supplier there. So now we're going to move on to branding. And of course, we actually have to reach out to suppliers as well. So if I was actually doing this product, I would reach out to suppliers on Alibaba and also maybe in Mexico as well. And I would get some price quotes for the features that I want. Suppliers can work with you to create the improvements that you want. It's just all about the price and how much you're willing to pay. And for us sellers, what's really important is making sure that there's a big gap between the price that we're sourcing at and the price that we're going to sell at. So now I'm going to show you, honestly, one of my favorite things about GPT, and I'm going to have it create a logo for us. Okay, great. So before that, we're even going to get a brand name. So now give me a list of 10 short and sweet, sleek brand names that really position this as the number one water bottle. So I'm going to get GPT to suggest some brand names. Before we used to use like brand name generators. We don't have to do that anymore. All right, here we are. Hydra Max. I love Hydra Max. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to have it run a trademark search. Can you do a trademark search on Hydra Max? That's an amazing brand name in my opinion. Honestly, I've never heard of Hydra Max. So here, ChatGPT is doing a trademark search. Obviously, disclaimer, if you're concerned, you can talk to a legal professional. I'm not a legal professional and neither is ChatGPT. However, this is great. This is what I do for a preliminary trademark search because it'll basically tell us if there are any active trademarks. So there is an active trademark by Hydra Unlimited. However, it is for water treatment units, particularly hydroponic systems. Okay, so would this be an issue if I'm selling a smart water bottle since it's not a hydroponic system? So obviously it has to be the same category. So trademarks are for a specific category. All right, so here we are. It's saying there's different categories, but there is still a risk with Hydra Max. So let's see. What about Vitali, right? So that sounds cool. That sounds sleek. So we're going to see now it's going to run a trademark search for Vitali, right? Again, the brand name isn't too important because really what it's all about is the product. And this is honestly, these brand names are great. Any one of these brand names are enough to, start a really successful $1 million business potentially. So here we are. We can see it's a hardwood flooring trademark. So that's completely fine. We can choose Vitali. All right, great. So now we're going to have it actually create us a logo. Perfect. Now create me a beautiful Vitali logo. Now I just want to see what it actually comes up with. Usually I would give it more instructions. I would tell it like, hey, you make it premium, sleek, minimalistic. Let's say if it was for a different product, I would say include elements of, nature or, I don't know, luxury or something like that. All right. So I'm specifically looking for a text logo. So let's see what it comes up with, because we're going to have the text on the listing anyway. All right, here we are. That's the Vitali logo. Okay, not bad. Now get me a logo for the actual bottle. So not text. Let's see what it comes up with. So here's the first logo that it generated for us. And then I told it, I don't like that because it looks like fire and it's way too big. And now it gave us this water drop. So obviously you can just keep iterating with it. Sometimes it goes down the wrong path like this. I told it to create a logo that is premium, luxurious, and a little bit pretentious because, people, when they buy premium products, they are a little bit pretentious. So, but the experiment failed and it kind of just went the wrong way. So in that case, I would just reference back the original, whatever was good before, and I would just tell it to go in that direction. So that's how I would get a logo. So now I'm going to have it create a beautiful box design for me. All right, here we go. So now we got a box design. Again, we're not going to be using these pictures on Amazon itself. We're going to be sending these pictures to our product designer to then actually create the final box design and the final product. And then we're going to have him send that stuff to our supplier that we find, and they're going to work together to really create that perfect product for us. Now, in terms of cost, so here is one of my biggest pieces of golden advice here for starting an Amazon brand. Myself, my most recent product, the one that I'm going to turn into $1 million brand, I'm sourcing it for about $3 per unit, and I'm intending on selling it for about $39.99 as a launch price, and then $49.99 when it reaches stability. And so that gives us a profit margin of well above 50%. Now, you're not going to get that profit margin with every single product, and in fact, most of the products in my product space, they're actually selling for about $20 to $25. So to really be able to sell it at $40 or $50, I had to go really heavy on the branding aspect in terms of improvement, and I improved the product, and I really made sure that my offer is at least 2 times better, than the competitors. So that's what I'm going to do. The golden product zone is if you're going to sell a product for about $50, you do not want to pay more than $7 or $8 to source it, maximum 10 at the absolute max. If you're going to sell a product for $100, you do not want to pay more than $25 or $30 to source it. If you're going to sell a product from $100 to $250, then you do not want to pay more than, honestly, it's a big range, but probably if it's $100, you don't want to pay more than $30 to source it. And if it's closer to the $250, you do not want to pay more than, I would say, $65 to source it. The more expensive the product, the more profit margins they make. If you look at the top luxury brands in the world, like Louis Vuitton and Hermes, right, their profit margins are absolutely insane because the cost of the bags themselves or whatever they're selling is very cheap, but the brand name really is the reason why people pay, because people pay for status and people are paying for the experience. So then once we actually find a supplier, at that point, we're going to actually create our listing. And with ChatGPT, it's very easy. You can just copy and paste this. I'm now creating the Amazon FBA listing. Please write me an amazing high converting title for my product, right? And it's going to do that. Now write me the best bullet points. Now write me an amazing product description. That part is really easy. And even Jungle Scout has a listing grader tool in the extension. So when you actually log into Jungle Scout, once you get it, it has a listing grader tool, a listing builder, and it's going to rate your listing. And Helium 10 has that as well. So that's really easy. That's, I think that AI does that really, really well. And then finally, the launch strategy. And this is really where AI shines because I frame my question in a very unique way. So I'm going to paste it here. If you were launching this product and you wanted to make sure you absolutely dominated the niche and became the highest selling brand, leaving all competition in the dust, write me the strategy that you would follow. And it's really interesting what it says because obviously it's going to give you a very smart answer. So here it's saying create a unique value proposition. So highlight the premium features like wireless charging, LED hydration reminders, UVC sterilization, and luxury design. The product should clearly offer more value and better quality than competitors. Position Vitalia as a luxury high-tech lifestyle brand. Leverage influencers, social media blitz, premium packaging, SEO, and omni-channel sales approach to start on Amazon and then go over to Shopify or your own site, and then limited edition variants. So this is going to generate a different strategy for every single type of product because it takes into account what people want in that space. So it's really, really powerful. So that's the strategy. Do not miss out. Right now, the people that are actually going to implement this are, honestly, in my opinion, they have a high chance of making a lot of money and really starting the next $1 million brands. So don't wait. Don't miss out. Honestly, anybody can do this as long as you have the will, as long as you follow the right strategies, and as long as obviously you have the starting capital, which as I mentioned, you need at least $2,000 for this business model. If that's too much, I'm going to make videos on other business models that are also good for people that don't have that starting capital. Now, if you're actually serious about starting an Amazon FBA business and you really want this for yourself, you want that freedom lifestyle, I've got a course called the Amazon Pro course. It's not just like any other guru course. This is the pinnacle of selling on Amazon for 7 years and coaching tens of thousands of people. We have some of the highest reviews in the industry. You can check it out down below. I teach you step by step the entire high profit brand method, and it has mentorship as well that has a flexible monthly access. It is super affordable, and we've had some amazing results lately here on Amazon. Yes, in a time when people on YouTube or whatever are saying, oh, Amazon is too saturated or something. Here, I'll show you. Here we go. This is the Amazon Pro community. As you can see, Ikena, 1 year of e-commerce success, reflections on growth, challenges, and future opportunities. Today marks the first anniversary of my product launch, and what an incredible journey it's been in the e-commerce space. This year has been filled with continuous learning, growth, and success. I'm thrilled to share that we achieved over $232,000 in sales on Amazon alone, with more on TikTok and Walmart and Etsy. None of this would have been possible without the incredible support from this community that danv has created. Your guidance and encouragement has been invaluable throughout this journey. And here is his screenshot. And so that's Ikena, which is honestly amazing. Veronica got her first 1K. Amanda here, she actually did her first 100K. So I think she has multiple stores. On this one, it's close to $2,000 that month, $500 in a day. And then down here, you can see 126K in the past year. These are all people that have never started Amazon businesses before. These are people that have been in the same shoes as you. And obviously, there's never a guarantee of success. I, unlike many people, do not guarantee success because, it's like if if I'm a gym and you're signing up for my gym, I'm not going to promise to you that you're going to get fit, right? There's a big part of it that's up to you. But Amazon Pro is the key to the information that is allowing people to achieve these results and, really helping people make this happen. Even if it takes you a few products to succeed, like it took me 3 products to succeed. I had a few failures at the beginning. It was still life-changing for the rest of my life. Once you have one win, once you have one successful product, then you start building on that. You start expanding your income streams. You can add on affiliate marketing, Shopify, personal branding, coaching. And, that's what really sets the path to multiple 6 figures and even 7 figures. That's how internet millionaires are made. And that's how most internet millionaires have been made, right? In the past 5 to 10 years. That's how it's done. I've met a lot of them. I am one of them. And I'm here to help you get there, to bring you there. Now, if you're not ready to actually invest yet and you're still trying to dip your toes in the water, you're still trying to figure out if Amazon FBA is the right business for you, I created a free crash course that's perfect for you, that's going to get you started in the right direction. The link for that is down below, as well as that ChatGPT prompt document that you can just copy and paste. Let's get started building your passive income and Amazon empire. My name is danv. If you got some value in this video, please subscribe and check out my e-commerce channel, Ecom Academy. The link is down below. That's where I'm going to be posting most of my Amazon videos, if not all, in the near future. This channel, I'm going to be focused on just the other business models and also mindset content and entrepreneurial content. Thank you so much. Never let anybody stop you from achieving your deserved freedom. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.